I'll make you have control of your power, boy. For good or for evil! We'll see. Coming! Interesting. You wretches! Let me go!
You are our Son Goku.
Let him go, Zakai!
As you wish.
Damn it! What happened here? What caused this destruction? You're all weak! Miserable! Hurry up! I need to be faster than Ultra Instinct. I got you very well. All of you Saiyans are a disgrace! What? My mask! Wait, this vision of the future... It's not possible! What kind of power is this? It's even greater than that of some gods! That's impossible! Damn! I'm weak! I lost too much energy against the army of the Mother of Angels! This is your end, Son Goku! Wait! What is this? Hey, you won! Leave Kakarot where he is! You will be my opponent! The Great Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans! Who are you? Show yourself! You will become much stronger. My power is yours now. You will defeat all gods! What are you doing?
I was waiting for you, Son Gohan.
This bastard is very strong! Come on, kid! Unleash your fury! Get ready for your end, Whis. Take this! Damn you, Beerus!
It looks like you will finally come after Zeno-sama. Are you ready?
I was born ready to fight! Yeah! I will stop you now! Gohan! Have no choice. It's no use, father. I will end everything and reign over everything. I'm going to stop you!
Hey, I am Gokui, and the show starts now. This is absolute. Everything was peaceful on planet Beerus. Goku and Vegeta were training in the counter-yard. While Whis watched intently, suddenly, a powerful energy appeared on the horizon, causing everyone to stop what they're doing. Goku looked at Vegeta and said, "Did you feel that, Vegeta? Something very powerful is coming." Vegeta nodded and said,
Indeed, and it looks like it's heading our way.
As they prepared for their impending encounter, an enigmatic figure appeared before them. It was Belmont, the god of destruction of Universe 11, dressed in his peculiar attire and an expression of curiosity in his face. Belmont said, "Hello, Goku, Vegeta. I hope you don't mind my visit. I was curious to see if you are as powerful as they say." Goku looked at him, a friendly smile on his face, and said, "Yeah, of course. We don't mind. We're always wanting to fight strong opponents. But if you're not here to destroy the planet, are you?" Belmont laughed and replied, "Oh, no, don't worry. I'm just here for a little test of power. I wanted to see what you're capable of." With a nod, Goku transformed into Super Saiyan Blue. and Vegeta did the same. Belmont was impressed with the transformation and said, very well, let's begin. Come on! The battle began with incredible speed. Goku and Vegeta were fighting Belmont, who was struggling to keep up with their speed and strength. The fight lasted for hours and neither side was willing to give in. Belmont says, you are truly amazing. Your powers are amazing. Goku replied with a smile, you're also very strong, Belmont. It was an incredible fight. With a smile, he said goodbye and disappeared as mysteriously as he arrived. Goku and Vegeta looked at each other and agreed that Belmont's visit had been a unique experience. As the sun set on planet Beerus, they continued their training, knowing that there would be always more challenges and powerful adversaries to face in a vast universe. After his exciting battle on planet Beerus, Belmont returned to Universe 11, where his faithful angel, Margarita, was waiting for him. She noticed the thoughtful look on his face and asked, how was your visit on planet Beerus, Lord Belmont? Belmont smiled and replied, it was interesting, Margarita. Goku and Vegeta are truly remarkable. They continue to surprise with each encounter. Margarita tilted her head, curious. Have you been able to gauge how strong they are now? Belmont nodded. Yes, and as I expected, they're even more powerful than in the Tournament of Power. Goku in particular has shown incredible control over his transformations. His strength and speed are also pretty impressive. Margarita agreed with a slight smile. It's good to note that we have powerful potential allies, but remember that our responsibility as gods of destruction is to maintain the balance. If necessary, we'll have to play our part. Belmont nodded, aware of his obligations as a god of destruction. I know, Margarita, but it's always good to find worthy opponents. I believe that Goku and Vegeta have much more to offer, and this could be useful in the future. You know, as night fell over Universe 11, Belmont and Margarita continued to discuss the potential of the new forces that had emerged in the multiverse. Belmont's exciting visit to planet Beerus brought a new perspective on the challenges they could face and the importance of maintaining balance in their universe. And while the fate of the multiverse remained uncertain, one thing was clear. Son Goku and Vegeta were destined to become increasingly powerful legends. Jiren, the powerful warrior of Universe 11, was training in a secret dimension. Immersed in his rigorous and meditative training, as he concentrated, a strange and sinister energy began to accumulate in that dimension. He opened his eyes in surprise and quickly assumed a fighting stance. Before him, a mysterious and shadowy being emerged, whose body seemed composed of shadows and smoke. Jiren was unable to discern the being's face, but he could feel an evil aura emanating from him. The dark being said in an ominous voice, Jiren, I have finally found you. I am the Soul Hunter, and I have come to claim your powerful energy. Jiren was used to challenges, but this sudden appearance and the threat of his energy caught him by surprise. He replied with determination, you will achieve nothing here. I will not give my energy to anyone. The Soul Hunter laughed darkly and advanced towards Jiren. The combat that followed was intense, with Jiren employing his strength and skill to resist the Dark Being's attacks. Jiren's powerful blows shook the space around him, while the Soul Hunter dodged and counterattacked with supernatural agility. During the battle, the Soul Hunter revealed his ability to absorb the life energy of other beings, leaving Jiren on high alert. Jiren knew he couldn't afford to let his guard down. The battle lasted for hours, with both combatants doing their best. As the fight intensified, Jiren began to tap into an even deeper power, a source of inner strength that he had never tapped into before. His body radiated a brilliant golden aura, and his eyes shone with intensity. He became an unstoppable force, and with one powerful blow, he threw the Soul Hunter away. The Soul Hunter, weakened and defeated, disappeared into the darkness of the dimension. Jiren remained alert, knowing that the Dark Being could return at any moment. With the battle concluded, Jiren realized that he had reached a new level of power. He reflected on what he had experienced and what might lie ahead in the vast universe. Meanwhile, the Soul Hunter swore revenge and planned his next move, determined to obtain Jiren's power at any cost. After the intense battle with the Soul Hunter, Jiren felt a moment of exhaustion. He began to collect his energy and was about to return to his training when suddenly, his face contorted into an expression of surprise and concern. He frowned, trying to understand the feeling that overwhelmed him.
Something's wrong.
Jiren muttered to himself. Jiren focused on his perception, extending his senses to an unimaginable distance. What he felt shocked him deeply. The ki of his friends, those he swore to protect, was weakening drastically. He could feel the ki of Topo, Dispo, and the other brown members of the Thunder Pride, all in danger. With a determined look, Jiren shot towards the source of his friend's weakened ki sensation. When he arrived, he was astonished to see his comrades in a desperate battle against an unknown force. Topo, who normally exuded confidence, was injured and bleeding. Dispo fought an opponent who used dark magic to weaken his abilities. The other members of the Thunder Pride were also at a disadvantage. Jiren wasted no time. He threw himself into battle, using all his power to defeat the enemies that attacked his friends. His golden aura glowed with intensity as he faced his opponents. As the battle raged, the enemies revealed themselves to be followers of the Soul Hunter. Determined to avenge their leader's defeat, they had sinister abilities and were willing to do anything to weaken Universe 11's defenders. Jiren fought with fury and determination, protecting his friends with all his power. He would not allow anything to happen to those he swore to protect. With strength and courage, they began to turn the tide of battle, forcing the Soul Hunter's followers to retreat. When the battle finally came to an end, Jiren was relieved to see his friends safe. However, he knew that the Soul Hunter's threat was not over, and that he and his friends would have to be more vigilant than ever. Jiren looked at the horizon, his gaze determined. He was ready to face any challenge the universe had in store for him, and would do anything to protect those who were important to him. As silence hung after the battle against the Soul Hunter's followers, Belmont, the god of destruction of Universe 11, appeared before Jiren with a serious and mysterious expression. He approached Jiren and said, "Jiren, there is something you need to know. Something that is the utmost importance to our universe." Jiren, still recovering from the intense battle, looked at Belmont curiously.
What do you mean? What's going on?
Belmont lowered his voice, bringing a tone of mystery to the conversation. There are forces at play, Jiren. They are threatening not just our universe, but all the universes. The truth is that the Soul Hunter is just a small piece of a much larger puzzle. Jiren was intrigued by Belmont's words.
What do you mean? Who are those forces and why are they attacking us?
Belmont looked around, as if he feared someone was listening. I can't reveal it here. It's too risky. Meet me at a safe location in the time dimension. There I can tell you more.
Got it. I'll meet you in the time dimension.
Belmont nodded and disappeared, leaving Jiren with a sense of urgency. What was he about to discover in the time dimension? The mysterious threat Belmont had mentioned was more dangerous than anything he had ever faced, and he was determined to protect his universe at any cost. Jiren set out in search for answers, determined to face the truth and take the necessary steps to protect his universe. The mystery was just beginning to unfold, and the fate of all universes hung in the balance. While Jiren headed to the time dimension to find Belmont and unravel the mystery unfolding the Universe 11 in Universe 7, Goku was immersed in his training under Whis' guidance. He was determined to continue honing his skills to become even stronger. Goku delivered quick and powerful blows into empty space, while Whis watched with his charismatic smile. Beerus, Universe 7's god of destruction, was also present, watching the training session with his watchful eye. As Goku trained, he couldn't help but wonder why Belmont, the god of destruction of Universe 11, had come to planet Beerus to test his powers. He stopped his training for a moment and looked at Whis. Hey Whis, why do you think Belmont came here to challenge me? What's he planning? Goku asked, frowning. Whis gave an enigmatic smile and replied, Goku, you know how the gods of destructions are. Sometimes they act unpredictably. It could be that Belmont is simply curious to see how far you can go in terms of power. However, there is always the possibility that he has some greater motive. Beerus, who was lying lazily in his chair, interjected.
Whis is right, Goku. It is not easy to understand the motivations of the gods of destruction. But whatever Belmont's motive is, You must continue to grow stronger. We don't know what the future holds for us.
Goku nodded and returned to his training with renewed determination. He knew that, as always, his quest for power was far from over. However, Belmont's presence in his life brought a new layer of mystery and intrigue. As Goku trained tirelessly, he was determined to discover the truth behind Belmont's actions and prepare for whatever challenge the future might hold. Universe 7 was about to become involved in a plot that transcended the limits of space and time, and Goku was willing to face whatever came his way. While Goku was training with Whis to hone his skills, Vegeta was also engaged in his training to planet Beerus. He had sought help from Universe 7's God of Destruction to overcome his own challenge, Ultra Ego. Vegeta was determined to reach a new level of power that could rival Goku's impressive state of Ultra Instinct. But to do this, he needed to overcome the barrier of his own ego, which had been a constant obstacle in his training. While training with Beerus, Vegeta struggled to focus and find the inner calm necessary to access his true potential. Sometimes his frustration and pride got the best of him, making progress kinda difficult. Beerus, watching closely, noticed Vegeta's internal struggle and said,
Vegeta, you're still letting your ego control you. You need to learn to free your mind and let the instinct flow. Destruction is the only thing that should cross your mind, nothing else.
Vegeta, remembering Jiren's impressive performance in the Tournament of Power, sighed deeply. He knew he needed to overcome his own limits to achieve his goal. Jiren had been an incredibly powerful and unflappable opponent, and Vegeta was determined not to be left behind. As they continued their training, Beerus took the opportunity to tell Vegeta about the recent visit of Belmont, Universe 11's God of Destruction, to planet Beerus to test Goku and Vegeta's powers. Vegeta was intrigued and worried. He recognized the gravity of the situation, and Belmont's appearance had cast a shadow of uncertainty over the future. He knew that if he wanted to protect his universe and his family, he needed to overcome his limitations and become even stronger. With new determination, Vegeta returned to his training, focusing on overcoming his ego and accessing a power that lay deeply dormant within him. He remembered Jiren as an example of what was possible to achieve, and was determined to follow the same path to become the ultimate warrior he so desired. While Goku and Vegeta strived to their training, the future of Universe 7 remained uncertain, and the challenge that lay ahead would be unimaginable. They knew that the fate of the universe depended on their determination and skills. As Vegeta continued his training with Beerus on planet Beerus, he couldn't stop thinking about the recent visit from Belmont, the god of Universe 11. He knew that Belmont had come to test Goku's powers, but there was something else that bothered him. During a brief break in training, he decided to approach Beerus about the matter.
Beerus, did you notice that Belmont seemed to need Goku for something other than just testing his power?
Vegeta asked, looking at the god of destruction with a serious expression. Beerus scratched his head thoughtfully.
Well, Vegeta, it is true that Belmont's visit was a bit peculiar. He's not the kind of god of destruction who tends to take much interest in mortals, unless there's a reason.
Vegeta nodded, knowing that Beerus was well aware of the dynamics between gods and mortals.
Exactly. That's exactly what worries me. I can't get the feeling out of my head that Belmont had a plan or a goal that involves Goku in some way.
Beerus let out a heavy sigh and looked at the horizon.
You're right, Vegeta. It turns out that I also noticed something strange. There was something in Belmont's eyes, something more than just curiosity. Maybe he knows something we don't.
The concern in Vegeta's eyes increased.
So what are we supposed to do, Lord Beerus? We need to understand what Belmont is planning, and we can't just ignore this situation. You're right, Vegeta. I'll look into this further and try to understand what's going on. In the meantime, you continue your training and prepare for the eventuality. Universe 7 may be facing a threat that we don't yet understand.
Vegeta nodded with determination. He knew the future was full of challenges, and he was willing to do whatever was necessary to protect his universe and his family. As the mystery surrounding Belmont's intentions continued to grow, Goku and Vegeta trained tirelessly, ready to face whatever came their way. The fate of Universe 7 depended on their determination and skills. As Goku and Vegeta continue their intense training on planet Beerus, tension between the two was increasing. Goku had reached a new level of power during his training with Whis, and Vegeta was determined not to be left behind.
Come on, Kakarot! Don't you think it's time to test our powers against each other?
Vegeta challenged Goku with a determined look in his eyes. Goku, always up for a good challenge, smiled and agreed. Of course, Vegeta! I'm up for it! The two Saiyans faced each other in an epic battle. Their energies collided, creating powerful shocks that shook planet Beerus. They were more alike than ever, with powers that defied known limits. The battle lasted for hours, with both warriors using all of their techniques and transformations. Goku demonstrated his control over Ultra Instinct while Vegeta unleashed the full power with a new and improved Super Saiyan Blue state. Every blow and every ki blast they exchanged shook the planet. However, when the fighting was at its peak, an unexpected figure appeared on the battlefield. It was Margarita, the angel of Universe 11, with a curious and serious expression and an air of mystery. The fight immediately ceased when Goku and Vegeta noticed their presence. They lowered their energy and approached cautiously. Goku was the first to speak. Margarita, what are you doing here? Did something happen in Universe 11? Margarita looked at both of them with a deep gaze. No, nothing is wrong in Universe 11. At least not that I know of. I'm here for a different purpose. Beerus and Whis also approached, curious about the sudden appearance of Universe 11's angel.
Margarita, please tell us the reason for your visit. Apologies for these two.
Beerus asked. Margarita finally revealed with an air of mystery. There are forces at play that transcend the boundaries of the universes. Forces that threaten the entire multiverse. Belmont, the god of destruction of Universe 11, believes that you can play a fundamental role in this. He wants us to come together to face this unknown threat. Everyone at that moment was surprised by the revelation. A threat that transcended universes, a partnership with Universe 11 and Belmont involved. The future of the multiverse was about to become even more mysterious and dangerous. And Goku, Vegeta, and their allies were at the center of this new enigma. The awakening of ultimate power, Daishikan versus Goku. In a parallel universe where the balance between the gods is fragile and the search for supreme power is constant, the Grand Priest, Daishikan, decides to carry out a test to find the strongest mortal in all the universes. He has an insatiable curiosity about the limits of a legendary warrior, Son Goku. Daishikan summons Goku to the Tournament of Celestial Power, a unique event that would take place in a sacred space between universes. Goku, always eager for challenges and new experiences, accepts immediately. At the tournament site, a cosmic arena is formed, surrounded by an aurora of ethereal colors. Daishikan watches Goku with a penetrating gaze and an intriguing smile. Welcome, Son Goku, to the Tournament of Heavenly Power. This is a test of your abilities and the limit of your power as the strongest mortal in all the universes. I'm excited! It's going to be quite a challenge! The tournament begins, and Goku and Daishikan face each other. Goku uses his base form and starts to fight, but realizes that Daishikan is on another level of power. You're incredibly strong, Daishikan-sama! You haven't seen anything yet, Goku. Show me what you're really capable of. Goku, determined to reach his full potential, transforms into a Super Saiyan, then into Super Saiyan Blue. Even so, Daishikan continues to have the advantage. Impressive, Goku. But it's time for me to show you my true power. Daishikan releases a powerful cosmic aura and attacks Goku with imaginable speed and strength. Goku fights bravely, but realizes he's facing a power that is beyond his understanding. You truly have potential, Son Goku. Continue your journey in search of ultimate power. Perhaps one day you can truly challenge the gods. The tournament comes to an end, with Daishikan being declared the winner. Goku, despite his defeat, feels a mixture of challenge and gratitude for having had the chance to face such a powerful being. Thank you, Daishikan. I will continue training and trying to become the strongest. Who knows? One day I will be able to fight against you again. Thus, Goku sets out on his journey, determined to reach even higher levels of power and prepared for the challenges that the future holds for him. The Tournament of Heavenly Power remains a fascinating memory of a meeting between two warriors from different spheres of existence. The awakening of divine instinct, Goku vs. Daishikan, the rematch. After the Tournament of Celestial Power, Goku returns to Earth more determined than ever. He knew he needed to improve his powers to reach a level that could rival Daishikan. Inspired by the challenge and nobility of the Grand Priest, Goku immerses himself in intensive training. As time goes by, Goku begins to understand the true meaning of Ultra Instinct, an ability that resides within his essence. He focuses on improving his technique, seeking to perfectly balance his mind and body. As Goku trains tirelessly, Daishikan watches from afar. He notices the constantly evolving energy emanating from Goku. Intrigued, he decides to test the Saiyan warrior's progress. The time has come to evaluate your journey, Son Goku. Daishikan appears before Goku in a ray of light. Goku smiles, feeling the Grand Priest's powerful presence.
I'm ready. Let's see what I've learned.
The two prepare for the confrontation. Goku concentrates, releasing his energy to the maximum. The aura of Ultra Instinct begins to surround him.
Here I come, Daishikan.
The battle begins. Goku uses Ultra Instinct in its most refined form, demonstrating unimaginable agility and power. Daishikan, surprised, faces Goku with all his strength. You have evolved, Goku. Your control over Ultra Instinct is remarkable.
Thank you, Daishikan-sama. It is an honor to fight you again.
The fight intensifies, with Goku and Daishikan exchanging powerful blows. Goku is closer to matching the Grand Priest's power than ever before. Daishikan, admiring Goku's resilience, decides to reveal a special technique. Goku, allow me to show you a celestial technique that few know about. Daishikan releases a unique divine energy, a fusion of cosmic power and ancient wisdom. Goku watches, fascinated.
Wow! What power is that?
This is the result of countless years of training and knowledge. Let's keep on going. The battle intensifies even more. Goku absorbs the teachings of Daishikan and begins to uncover the secrets of this new form. He feels power flowing throughout his body, starting to understand. I can do this! The fight reaches its climax, and Goku, now at the peak of his strength, demonstrates his mastery of Ultra Instinct combined with the teachings of Daishikan. In the end, they both stop, exhausted but satisfied. You are truly extraordinary, Goku. Continue your journey in search of ultimate power. You are one of the most remarkable mortals I have ever encountered.
Thank you, Daishikan-sama. I will continue training and improving, always looking for my best.
And so, Goku leaves the meeting with a new goal in mind. He now had a glimpse of the true power he could achieve and was more determined than ever to continue his journey to become the ultimate warrior. The legend of Ultra Instinct would become even more legendary, marking the beginning of a new era for Goku and his challenges. Beerus' reaction, Goku vs. Daishikan, the divine lesson. As Goku continues his journey to improve his abilities after his confrontation with Daishikan, news of his surprising performance spreads across the multiverse. Among those who hear about this is the god of destruction Beerus, who is both intrigued and alarmed by the news.
What? Goku faced Daishikan? But that's impossible!
Whis, Beerus' angel and mentor, watches the surprise on his face. It seems that Goku is progressing faster than we imagined, Mr. Beerus.
But facing Daishikan already? That's another level of power! I look forward to seeing you again, Goku.
Do not underestimate Goku, Lord Beerus. He is an exceptional warrior and is always looking for challenges. This is just one step in his eternal training journey. Meanwhile, Goku continues his training. He is determined to achieve power that rivals the gods and be able to protect his universe and his loved ones. On a certain day, Goku feels a familiar presence approaching. It's Beerus, the god of destruction from Universe 7.
Is it true, Goku? Did you really face Daishi-kun?
Yeah, it was quite a challenge though. I learned a lot from that fight. Beerus, although still surprised, begins to smile, showing a glimmer of pride.
You never cease to amaze me, Son Goku. Maybe I should fight you again to see if it is true.
Of course. I'd love to have a rematch with you. It's been a long time, Lord Beerus. Remember, Lord Beerus, that the intention is to train and not for a serious confrontation. Goku is determined to improve his skills, you know.
Alright. Let's see how far you've come, Son Goku.
To prepare for a friendly and exciting fight, with Beerus now more curious than ever to test Goku's abilities after his confrontation with Daishin-kun. This rematch would become a landmark event, where Goku would prove that, with his determination and constant quest for power, he is capable of defying not only his own limits, but also the limits imposed by the gods. And so, Goku's journey to achieve ultimate power would continue, inspiring everyone around him. Memoirs of Daishin-kun. In a peaceful moment at Zenosama's palace, Daishin-kun reflected on his distant past. Memories of him went back to a time long before the creation of the multiverses. It is time to share my origins with the gods. The beginning of time. Daishin-kun explained to the gods that he was an ancient entity that existed before the creation of the multiverse. He was a witness to the events that led to the formation of the universes. I saw the first rays of the universe. My existence is as old as time. The primordial knowledge. Daishin-kun possessed profound knowledge about the nature of existence and the cosmos. He shared his understanding with the gods, teaching them the fundamental principles of creation and divine order. My knowledge is grounded in the essence of the multiverse, the role of guide and mentor. As time passed, Daishin-kun took on the role of guide and mentor to the gods, assisting them in understanding their own power and responsibility. My mission is to guide and preserve divine order in the multiverse. The Grand Priest's legacy. Daishin-kun's memories revealed an ancient past and an eternal purpose. He was a witness to the creation of the multiverses and a key figure in preserving the divine order. His legacy was intertwined with the very essence of the multiverse, and his wisdom was invaluable to the gods that surrounded him. The meeting with Zarama. The memoirs of Daishin-kun. Amid his reflection on the past, Daishin-kun recalled a very special encounter that occurred in the early days of the multiverse. There was a time when the fate of the universes was in the hands of a few. The meeting with Zarama. Daishin-kun shared with the gods present in the moment when he, as an ancient entity, had his first encounter with Zarama, the divine dragon responsible for creating the Super Dragon Balls. Zarama and I talked about the future of the multiverse. He had the power to create the Super Dragon Balls, which contain the destinies of all universes. The divine decision. In this first conversation, Zarama and Daishin-kun defined the structure and principles that would govern the multiverse. They decided that gods of destruction and supreme kais wouldn't be needed to maintain balance and divine order. I will create the Super Dragon Balls to represent the destiny of the universes. It is up to you, Daishin-kun, and the other divine beings to protect this balance. The Divine Pact. The encounter with Zarama resulted in a divine pact that shaped the role of the gods of destruction and the supreme kais in preserving divine order. Daishin-kun and Zarama worked together to create a system that ensured instability and balance in the multiverse. This meeting defined the course of the multiverse and the divine responsibility we carry to this day. Daishin-kun's memoirs highlighted the importance of the past in shaping the present and the essential role it played in defining order and balance in the multiverse. His story was a testament to the decisions that led to the current state of the multiverse. The creation of the Super Dragon Balls. The meeting with Zarama. Daishin-kun continued to share his memories with the assembled gods. This time, focusing on a pivotal moment in which he witnessed the very creation of the Super Dragon Balls. Zarama the Divine Dragon and I had a sacred site to witness the creation of the Super Dragon Balls. The power of Zarama. Zarama, with a celestial form, floated majestically in space, emitting a divine glow. He began to conjure the Super Dragon Balls with his immense power. With my power, I will create the Super Dragon Balls that will contain the fate of all universes. The manifestation of the Super Dragon Balls. As Zarama chanted ancient words, the Super Dragon Balls began to emerge. They were sparkling spheres, each representing the essence of a specific universe. It was a spectacle of beauty and divinity. Each sphere was unique and brilliant, containing the destiny of a universe. The pact with the gods. Zarama, after creating the Super Dragon Balls, made a solemn pact with Daishikan and the gods present. He explained that the stability of the multiverse would depend on them to ensure that the Super Dragon Balls were not used recklessly. The Super Dragon Balls are a divine gift, but their use must be careful and considerate. It is up to you to maintain balance. The beginning of a divine journey. The encounter with Zarama marked the beginning of a divine journey for Daishikan and the other gods. They had the responsibility to protect the universe and the stability to protect the Super Dragon Balls and ensure that the fate of the universes was preserved. This moment defined our divine mission and the importance of the Super Dragon Balls in our lives. Daishikan's memories highlighted Zarama's special role in the creation of the Super Dragon Balls and the responsibility he and the other gods accepted in preserving balance in the multiverse. Divine choice. The age of change. Daishikan continued to share his memories, now reaching an important transition point in his life. It was a time when the ancient Grand Priest was approaching the end of his long existence. The time of change was approaching, and the former Grand Priest was about to retire. Zenosama's selection of guards. Zenosama's guards, vigilant and wise, were tasked with choosing the next High Priest. They were responsible for ensuring the continuity of the Divine Order.
The choice of the next High Priest is a critical decision. We must find someone wise and trustworthy.
The divine decision. After a careful and deliberate search, Zenosama's gods identified Daishikan as the ideal successor. His wisdom, ancestral knowledge, and commitment to preserving divine order made him the right choice.
Daishikan is the chosen one. His dedication to the balance of the multiverse is unparalleled.
The call of duty. Daishikan received the news with humility and determination. He was willing to take on the role of High Priest, aware of the enormous responsibility it entailed. I accept the call of duty with gratitude. I will be the guardian of the divine order, the beginning of a new era. Daishikan's selection as the new High Priest marked the beginning of a new era in the multiverse. It was ready to lead and continue to preserve stability and balance between the universes. My journey as a High Priest began, and I was determined to maintain divine order and peace in the multiverse. Daishikan's selection as the new High Priest represented a fundamental transition in the multiverse, with the continuation of his mission to protect and guide the divine order. The Pledge of Allegiance. The passage of power. With the decision to become the new Grand Priest, Daishikan was taken to Zenosama's palace, where a ceremony would take place to mark the transition of power. I stood before Zenosama, ready to take office and swear loyalty. The solemn oath. Before Zenosama and all the assembled gods, Daishikan swore a solemn oath that echoed throughout the multiverse. I swear to protect and serve Zenosama with my entire existence. I will be the guardian of his life and his will. Zenosama's consent. Zenosama, with his gentle and benevolent gaze, consented to Daishikan's oath. He knew that he was handing over the responsibility of protecting his life to someone worthy of trust.
I accept your oath, Daishikan. You are the High Priest and my faithful guardian.
The eternal commitment. Daishikan, with determination and humility, accepted the responsibility of being Zenosama's guardian. He was committed to preserving the life of the supreme ruler and protecting the divine order. My commitment is eternal. I will do whatever it takes to keep Zenosama safe and ensure harmony in the multiverse. Daishikan's oath of loyalty sealed his position as the High Priest and guardian of Zenosama. and marked the beginning of a lasting partnership in maintaining the divine order. The shadow of the past. Daishikan's worry. As the years passed, Daishikan became Daishikan became preoccupied with the persistent thought, the possibility that Zarama, the divine dragon, would one day return to claim Zenosama's throne. My mind began to worry about the return of Zarama, such an ancient and powerful being. Zarama, the impossible return? The gods discussed the possibility of Zarama's return. Some believed it was impossible, while others considered the threat real. Zarama cannot return.
He created the Super Dragon Balls and disappeared.
But what if he returns with intentions of claiming Zenosama's throne? The duty to protect Zenosama. Daishikan recognized that as Daishikan recognized that as a grand priest and guardian of Zenosama, it was his duty to protect the supreme ruler of all costs, regardless of threats that might arise. I have sworn to protect Zenosama, and that includes protecting him from any threat, even if it is Zarama. Preparations for the unimaginable. Daishikan began planning additional security measures to ensure that Zenosama was protected against any possible return of Zarama. He gathered divine advisors to discuss defense strategies. Our priority is Zenosama's safety. We must be prepared for the unimaginable. Daishikan's concerns over Zarama's return cast a shadow over the multiverse. As the gods prepared to face a threat that could shake the established order, the uncertainty of the future hung in the air, as the possibility of protecting Zenosama's weighed heavily on the Grand Priest's shoulders. The determination of Daishikan, the promise of protection. Faced with the perceived threat of Zarama's return, Daishikan relied on the gods and proclaimed their determination to protect Zenosama at any costs. If Zarama dares to return with evil intentions, I will be prepared to face him and protect our beloved supreme ruler. The intense preparation. Daishikan began training and preparing like never before. He studied ancient techniques and strengthened his connection with the gods of destruction and Kaioshins, seeking power that would allow him to fulfill his purpose. I will leave nothing to chance. I will be prepared to face Zarama if he returns. The alliance with the gods. He also worked closely with the other gods to strengthen the divine alliance and ensure that everyone was united against any threat. Daishikan is our leader in the defense of Zenosama. Our unity will be our strength. The renewed oath. Before all the gods, Daishikan swore a solemn oath that if Zarama returned with evil intentions, he will face him without hesitation. If my duty as High Priest requires me to face Zarama, then I will do so. Nothing will threaten Zenosama's safety as long as I am alive. With his resolve strengthened and his preparation intense, Daishikan was ready to protect Zenosama against any threat that might arise, including Zarama's return. The promise of defense was a testimony to their devotion to the supreme ruler and divine order. The weight of divine duty. The Council of the Gods. Atop Zenosama's palace, the gods of all universes gathered to discuss the fate of the multiverse. The situation was critical, as the stability of the multiverse was threatened by the uncontrollable forces. Zenosama, the situation is serious. The only way to preserve order is to erase all universes and start over.
I know, but that means billions of lives will be lost.
The painful decision. Zenosama, with an expression of deep sadness, understood the need for the decision, but was unable to contain his tears. The burden of his divine position weighed heavily upon him.
It's a terrible decision, but we have no choice. It's my responsibility.
Zenosama's cry. As Zenosama made the decision to erase all universes, he could not hold back his tears. His sobs echoed throughout the palace of the gods, as the other gods watched silently, aware of the weight of duty he was carrying.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
The supreme duty. Zenosama's sadness was palpable, but he knew it was his duty as the supreme ruler of the multiverse to ensure order and stability. The act of erasing all universes was a drastic but necessary measure.
I will do whatever it takes to preserve balance. May the beginning of a new multiverse be guided by better choices.
Xenosama's weeping was a painful reminder that sometimes divine duty requires enormous sacrifices. As the multiverse prepared to begin again, Xenosama remained steadfast as his decision, even if it meant facing the weight of sadness and supreme duty. The divine verdict, the word of Daishikan. Faced with Xenosama's sadness, Daishikan, the Grand Priest, addressed the divine assembly to a calm and considered voice. Xenosama made a difficult decision. But as impartial observers, we must recognize that mortals have made mistakes over time. Their actions have triggered imbalance and chaos. The misalignment of the multiverse. Daishikan explained that throughout the ages, mortals had engaged in endless wars, causing suffering and instability in the universes. His actions had triggered imbalance, threatening the stability of the multiverse. The error of mortals has brought the multiverse to a critical point. The eradication of the universes may be the result of what they sowed. The lament of the gods. The gods present at the meeting reflected on Daishikan's words. They shared Xenosama's grief and understood that, indeed, mortals have made many mistakes. It is quite sad, but maybe it's the only way to restore order. We, the gods, must also take our share of responsibility. The verdict. Daishikan concluded by reiterating the importance of Xenosama's decision. The eradication of the universes is a painful verdict, but it is perhaps necessary to ensure that the multiverse can start over with a new balance. Xenosama, even with tears in his eyes, recognized the wisdom in Daishikan's words. The final decision had been made, and the eradication of the universes was imminent.
Daishikan is right. This is the only way to restore order. We must move forward with eradication.
The divine verdict was given, and the multiverse was destined to begin again, with the hope of a better future where the mistakes of the past would serve as lessons for all beings. Memories of the First Heavenly War. The memories of Daishikan. As the decision to eradicate the universes was finalized, Daishikan looked at the horizon with a thoughtful look. He began to remember a distant moment in the past. The First Celestial War. How could I forget? The First Celestial War. Daishikan remembered the First Celestial War that had ravaged the multiverses. It was an epic conflict in which the gods and divine beings clashed, resulting in large-scale destruction. Xenosama had to intervene to restore peace. He recreated the universes from scratch. A monumental task. The power of Xenosama. Daishikan explained that, at the critical moment, Xenosama used his supreme power to erase the universes and rebuild them, imposing order and balance where there was chaos before. Xenosama demonstrated his supreme power by recreating the multiverse. But he also learned that divine power has its consequences. The lesson learned. Daishikan concluded his memories with a deep understanding of Xenosama's current decision. Xenosama remembers the First Celestial War and the lessons we learned then. He knows that sometimes, starting over from scratch is the only way to restore balance. Memories of the First Celestial War were a constant reminder of how fragile the multiverse was, and how divine action was necessary to preserve its order. The decision to eradicate the universes was a painful reminder that in the name of stability, sometimes it was necessary to start over. The burden decision. The final decision. With the decision to erase all universes made and the divine reunion reaching its peak, Zenosama stood up with his eyes filled with tears. His voice was shocked as he addressed the gods present.
I don't want to erase all the universes. It's a painful decision, but I feel like I have no other choice.
Sadness of Zenosama. Tears streamed down Zenosama's face as he expressed the deep sadness he felt at the decision he was about to make.
I love all living beings, and the thought of erasing their lives, it hurts me so much.
Standing of the gods. The other gods and divine beings watched Zenosama with respect and understanding, aware that the decision he was making was an almost unbearable burden. Zenosama, we understand the weight of your decision. It is a difficult choice, indeed, but it is what is necessary to guarantee the future of the multiverse. The divine cry. Zenosama continued to cry, and his tears fell shining like divine stars. His crying was a reflection of his sadness and reluctance to erase all universes.
I just want people to be happy. But it seems like this is the only way.
The room was filled with solemn silence as the gods witnessed Zenosama's sorrow and the burden of his divine duty. The decision was made, but Zenosama's heart was filled with anguish for the pain that his choice would cause to all beings in the multiverse. Renewed hope. The silence in the divine room. After his cry, Zenosama looked at the gods in the room with an expression of determination. He wiped away his tears and took a deep breath, bringing an air of renewal to the meeting.
However, there is still hope. Daishin-kun, a mortal. His name is Goku.
Daishin-kun surprised. Daishin-kun, surprised by Zenosama's sudden change, raised an eyebrow in curiosity. Goku, how can he be the hope we seek? Goku's story. Zenosama explained to Daishin-kun about Goku, his background as a warrior, and how he had played a crucial role in critical moments to save the multiverse.
Goku is an incredible mortal. He has faced terrifying threats and overcome impossible challenges. His strength, determination, and courage are remarkable.
Hope reborn. Zenosama smiled, remembering all the times Goku had surpassed himself to protect the universe and the other universe in the multiverse.
I believe Goku has the ability to overcome and become even more powerful. If we train him and he accepts the challenge, perhaps he can prevent the eradication of the universes.
Daishin-kun, contemplating the idea, nodded with a look of hope. It may be a bold gamble, but it's a ray of hope worth exploring. Let's give Goku a chance to prove his potential. Zenosama and Daishin-kun agreed that Goku would be the key to stopping the eradication of the multiverse. This revived hope brought new energy to the meeting as they discussed how they would approach the challenge of training the mortal who could be the salvation of the multiverse. The divine call. The call of Zenosama in their divine palace. Zenosama and Daishin-kun called an extraordinary meeting with the gods of the universes to discuss the critical situation and the hope that fell on Goku.
It's time to call Goku, the mortal who can be our hope.
Goku receives the call. While Goku was training in his universe, he was suddenly enveloped in a divine aura and summoned to Zenosama's palace.
Whoa! What's going on?
Goku arrives at the divine palace. Where he was faced with the imposing presence of Zenosama and Daishin-kun.
Oh, hello, Zenchan.
Daishin-kun, how can I help? Zenosama's explanation. Zeno-sama explained everything to Goku, what was about to happen. He also shared the hope that Goku, with his incredible potential, could be the key to averting the catastrophe.
Goku, you have proven yourself to be a remarkable warrior. We believe you can be the hope we need.
The challenge for Goku. Goku, initially surprised by the magnitude of the situation, accepted the challenge with determination. I'm willing to help in any way necessary. Let's save our universes together. With a divine calling, Goku was ready to embark on a mission that could decide the fate of all universes. His journey to become even more powerful and face the ongoing threats that was about to begin. To be continued. So hey, what do you believe and what do you imagine about all of this? Don't forget to click the like button, subscribe here to the channel, and then hit the bell so you don't miss any videos. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
This is so much fun!